who? The 2% of Christians or the 98% of Antichrist? You cannot say, I love Jesus. 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 Because the disciples of Jesus were against the Antichrist Jews. The Jews, 98% of Israelites are Antichrist. So when you say, God bless Israel, who? The 2% of Christians or the 98% of Antichrist? Jesus said against the Jews, he said, you belong to devil. Your father is devil. Your father is murderer. Jesus was anti-Jews. Jesus of the Bible was anti-Jews. The Gospel of John chapter 4, the Gospel of John chapter 8 verse 44. Jesus said the kingdom will be taken away from the Jews, will be given to another nation. Matthew chapter 21 verse 43. The kingdom was given to Arabs, the children of Israel, of Ishmael. Genesis chapter 17 verse 20. Genesis chapter 21 verse 17 to 21. I'm challenging Hatun. He always talk for nothing. The Bible says Christians, Gentiles are hopelessly confused. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 17. Christians, when you say God bless Israel, who? Only 2% of Israelites are Christians. 98% are Antichrist. So God bless the enemies of Jesus. Guess what? Jesus killed and his disciples were the enemies of Jews.
We're going to find Hatun.
I'm saying, wait. Let me go.
Why do you have to? You bring your way into conversation.
Mister, if you push me one more time, camera is showing. If you push me, I'll show the camera.
You're the one pushing.
He's pushing me.
You're the one pushing.
I'm not pushing him.
Yes, you did. You jumped in.
I'm not
You're the one pushing.
Don't worry.
You are the one
I'm not
pushing.
touching.
You jumped into his conversation. You are the one pushing.
Okay. The camera is showing. Christians, no, wait, brother, wait. Christians
Uncle Tom.
are Antichrist.
Uncle Tom.
Was anti-Jews.
Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom.
Mister, you're pushing me.
My hand is there.
No, nobody's starting it. Definitely, I'm not touching it. Don't worry, sir. Mister, you can talk, I can talk. No physical. Yeah, no physical. No physical. I'd rather go. Yeah. But, sir, I'm just challenging. I'm using the Bible, but she doesn't want to. Yeah, I understand.
When it gets too high,
yeah, I understand. No, we always do that, but we don't fight. No problem. So what I'm saying, I'm just quoting the Bible. Christians, Jesus is anti-Jews. Jesus of the Bible. He said in the Gospel of John, chapter 8, verse 44, he said to them, to the Jews, you belong to the devil. Your father is devil. Your father was a murderer. And he said the kingdom will be taken away from Jews, will be given to another nation. Matthew chapter 21, verse 43. Who are the other nations? Ishmael and his offspring. Genesis chapter 17, verse 20. Genesis chapter 21, verse 17 to 21. Yes.
It's your discussion. You got to keep it down.
So now I can talk. Now conclusion now. Thank you. Conclusion here, guys. Yes, Hatun coward. Hatun coward. Hatun coward. Hatun coward. Hey, stop drinking the deadly poison. According to the Bible, stop drinking the deadly poison. Stop drinking your wee. Stop drinking, eating your poo. Isaiah chapter 36, verse 12. 2 Kings chapter 18, verse 27. Drink your wee and eat your poo. Sam, where's Sam? Sam. Sam here. Sam, come here. So Hatun, today I proved and I exposed the coward Hatun. She's there and she was lying about the Bible. She doesn't know about the Bible verses. She doesn't know about the Quran. She was challenging a Muslim by saying, when was Palestine found? Where were Palestine before the Prophet Muhammad? Even in the Bible it says Israel occupied that land. It says in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 19 to 20. Jesus was anti-Jews, anti-Semitism. Do you know why? Because he said to his enemies, 98% of Israelites are not Christians, are antichrist. Because only 2% of Israelites are Christians. The rest are not Christians. But Christians here, double standard. I love Jesus, I follow Jesus, and I love Jesus. I just this about Jesus. But at the same time, they say God bless Israel. Who are the who? Bless who? The enemies of Jesus? 98%. Only 2% of them are Christians. So God bless who then? The 2% of Christians or the 98% of Antichrist? Double standard. You can't stand if you are a real Christian and you love Jesus as his disciples did. In the Gospel of Luke, chapter 22, verse 36 to 50, Peter attacked the enemies of Jesus and he chopped off his ear. Why? Because of attacking Jesus. So if the disciples attacking the enemies of Jesus, Antichrist, and 98% of Israelites are Antichrist, are not Christians, why Christians and they are not being like the disciples of Jesus? Why? Why do you support the enemies of Jesus? If I love Prophet Muhammad, I would, of course, I don't love the enemies of Prophet Muhammad. I don't love the enemies of Allah. Of course, if you don't respect my Allah, if you don't respect my Prophet Muhammad, my hero, then I'm not going to love you. I'm going to be against you. So Christians, double standard. God bless Israel. And I love Jesus. Double standard. So you either choose one, and Israelites, the 98% of Antichrist, or the only 2%. And guess what? Palestine have more Christians than Israelites. So Christians, if they claiming they love their fellow Christians, they should support Palestine Christians. Prove me wrong. Because in Palestine, they have more Christians than Israelites. Only 2% of Israelites are Christians. So God bless who then? Double standard. The Bible itself says the Jews will be destroyed. According to Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 16. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 32. Also Jesus promised and said there will be a time that the kingdom will be taken away from the Jews. Will be given to who? To another nation. Who are they? The Bible says, Genesis chapter 17 verse 20. God said about Ishmael, he will bless him. And he will be a ruler of the 12. He will be a father of the 12 rulers. And he promised to increase him in number. So who are they? The offspring of Ishmael. The kingdom was taken from the Jews, as Jesus said in the Gospel of Matthew chapter 21 verse 43. Jesus himself was anti-Jews, anti-Semitism. Who are you to say anti-Semitism? Jesus said in the Bible to the Jews, Antichrist, the one, his enemies. He said, according to the Gospel of John chapter 8 verse 44, Jesus said, your father, you belong to your devil. Your father is devil. And your father was a murderer. Who did he say that to? To the Jews, the ones who rejected him. And 98% in Israelites now are not Christians. So Jesus was referring to them. And he said the kingdom will be taken away from them. So God bless Israel. The enemies of Jesus. Christians, come on. Where are you going? Bless. God will bless his enemies. And God promised in the Bible to destroy his enemies. Come on. And you believe Jesus is the Son of God, beloved Son of God, and he's God, and he will bless his enemies. Did he bless them? No, he insulted them, he cursed them. And he said the kingdom will be taken away from you. Christians and everyone who supports Ukraine and Israelites, I'm saying they do not know anything about politics. Do you know why? We have dumbest, silly politicians nowadays. They justify their point supporting Israel by saying we stand with Israel. Why? Because they robbing the land of Palestine. At the same time, they are against Russia. Why? Because Russia is robbing the land of Ukraine. So double standard. You cannot tell me I support Ukraine because they are heroes defending their land. But when it comes to Palestine, defending their land and their motherland, themselves and their country, everything that belongs to them, you say they are terrorists. I support Israel. Why? Because they're robbing the land. Also, Russia are robbing the land. Why can you not support Russia? Double standard. We know Russia, what they do into Ukraine is wrong and it's false and is criminal, is major criminal, biggest criminal. Same as Israel. They occupied the land. Even the Bible says that. History says that. In the Bible, there is no country called Israel, but Palestine. Why? So double standard. Politicians, dumbest politicians. Ukraine have right to defend and protect their land, but Palestine have no right to defend their land. And Russia, they are criminals. Why? Because they're robbing the land, but Israel are robbing the land according to the dumbest politicians. Israel, Israel, Israel. We stand with Israel. Why? Because they're robbing the land. Even the Bible disagree with them. The history disagree with them. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Normal explique-moi,